Let's move this over. Start again. Redo. Okay, anyways, there's the shirt. That's what we're talking about. Welcome to the guild meeting for tonight. While I had a few of these made locally, Dridden has found a site that might provide some great shirts at a very good price. These are about $40 here for the embroidered version. We'll let you know more as we dig into that. I certainly needed something to wear for. I've got my tickets now for QuakeCon with a few of the guys, and also to PAX Prime. So going to with Hoodoo and some other people of that. So I haven't been around quite as much with my wife's surgery and my son being sick. But wow, what a fun escape when I have been able to be here, joining in on the PvP and ESO there on Friday night, helping to gather the materials for the castle and Arcage, and exploring the repopulation to prepare for a podcast at the end of the month, just a week and a half away, has certainly kept things exciting. And really, that's why we join a guild, to make fun games even more enjoyable through playing with like-minded people and by improving our gameplay. That's why in each of our official chapters we conduct events at least once a week and training at least once a month. But what makes it all more fun is that people are stepping up. Instead of standing by the sidelines and saying someone needs to do that, people step up and they say, I can help by doing this. And Cami, you wanted to spotlight someone who has certainly stepped up there.
Yeah, most of you already know Party Animal, and she's really involved into the ESO and the Arcage chapter. She has organized a mini guild event as well as been a piler in the mentor program that we installed a couple of months ago. She did so much work, and we want to thank her for her outstanding job. Congratulations, Party! You've just been promoted as HR officer. Congrats!
Yay!
Awesome.
Pretend like didn't know about that yet. All right. Not only does she contribute to HR, but she also has been stepping up in ESO, where she hosts many events night. Some of her events include PvP nights, Dungeon Run, and World Boss, and Dolmen runs. The guild loves coming out for our fun night, especially ICW. Beside her, the station in ESO, she also spent her time with the guild in Arcage, as well as non-MMO games like Cards Against Humanity night, or some fun games just to get everyone together once in a while, no matter what chapters they play. Party is an amazing person outside of the game as well. In real life, she has experience as a branch manager for a local credit union while she's finishing her bachelor in legal studies, and eventually we'll move on the law school, so we might need you one day. Thank you so much, Party, for all your continuous help and support for the guild. With you around, the life is always a party. All right. Talking about Party, we'll move on to something concerning HR recruitment. We've been recruiting for both game now, ESO and Arcage. Of course, it slows down a little bit during summer. People are in finals right now, and summer is out. There's, a lot of people wants to enjoy and spend time with their family. That's fine. But we need to keep recruiting so that we can achieve the goal that we set as far as number. Bumping threads always help. The recruitment threads for both chapters, and of course, like the best candidate we get are always the referral. If you know people that want to join, that's definitely the one that we're looking for. We also need some we need some help in HR, especially in the Arcage chapter. We need more people to get involved into interviews and all that to help out, so that we can take turns and it's not always the same person doing interviews. So if you're interested into being part of the HR team, contact Party Animal and we'll set you up.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that's great. We definitely need, I think we need 3 more people for Arcage. So if we can get some volunteers, it's a few hours a week, because if we can get it set up that way, then it'll be divided by Tuesday and Thursday nights. A lot of people do something really light in a video game at the same time, so they may be just fishing or doing something that Farmville or whatever. That's something pretty light and just relaxed while you're able to still facilitate stuff to get more great people in the guild. Speaking of the chapters, though, let's get to ESO. Boyd, how's things as the chapter lead in ESO these days?
Oh, it's pretty good. Just kind of wanted to hit up on a few things. The trials, we're getting there in DPS. Everything looks really good. The one thing that I'm really glad about is that we're learning to work better as a group. We don't have 12 Sorks or 12 DKs to go with. We have 4 Nightblades, 4 Templars, just a mix of everything. So it's good to see us to get where we're at with that. Why these other groups are running a whole trial full of Sorks, and finishing at 9 minutes. I'm not really too concerned on the time it takes. It'd be nice to get it up there on the board, but really good stuff, guys. The PvP, really enjoying the small 5-man groups. It's a great way to build teamwork with everyone. Definitely good stuff. The new campaigns that are coming out, I think we're going to probably end up on, Chilrend. It's a 7-day standard campaign that anyone can join. The only problem with some of the other ones is that one is only for veteran members, one's only for 1 through 50. So we kind of want to find a happy medium, more or less. I think there is a 2-week campaign, so we can possibly go to. 7-day to me sounds fine. We'll kind of take a poll and see what everyone wants to do, but that will be our home campaign that everyone will need to kind of go to. It's going to be vastly different because they're bringing it down to 4 campaigns. So on recruitment, great job bumping the forums. PvP pickups with guests and bringing them in TeamSpeak, awesome job on that stuff, guys. A nice thing that we're going to probably end up doing our Malarkey. I think he's got a campaign that he's getting ready to run on recruitment, so look out for a bunch of PvP videos, tons of that stuff. Kind of keep it under wraps for now. I just want to thank Party and Harper, too. A lot of the events, the Sky Shard runs, the Dungeon runs on Monday, it takes a lot of work to do that constantly and, just to get people to come out to that stuff, too. I mean, awesome, just helpful job, guys. Really, really good. That's pretty much all I have, so I'll turn it over to you, Dridden.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Arcade's chapter lead, Dridden, how are things?
Good. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about. We have a red list, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know that exists. Right now, we don't really have anyone in the red. Addiction is the closest thing, but we're at a bit of a truce right now, and actually it seems like they're being very cooperative. They've been talking to us and got some potential plans for the future with them. So a lot of guilds in the yellow, and basically what that means is watch out for them, because we know that they've caused us trouble in the past. We know that they really don't have any rules against attacking us. So that's the big thing with that. And then, of course, our green list, where we've got Deathclaw. I believe we're going to be adding some others there, but those are the people that, if they're around, not only can we be sure that they're not going to attack us, but we can be comfortable asking them for help if we need it. So just a bit of clarity on that. Also, now we're in the alpha testing. Once we have the opportunity, we're going to attempt to claim and build our Keep to the North. Without mentioning too many specifics, since this will be on YouTube and it's streamed and whatnot, I just want to mention that I'm really happy with all the work that we've done towards getting those types of things done. A lot of what we're doing right now in the alpha is waiting for updates, having fun. There will, of course, continue to be events, but we don't want anybody to be playing more than they're comfortable with during alpha, so we won't burn out early. Like Cami mentioned, and I'll probably mention it again, This time of year, things slow down, so we don't want to burn out. Some of the other guilds I've spoken to have outright instructed members to only log in a couple of days a week at most to combat exhaustion. And there are at least 2 guilds I know of who will be major competitors which barely have any members or leadership in testing yet because they don't want they don't want to get bored of the game before it comes out. So not to say that we don't want you to play, but just be wary. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're already way ahead of the game in most areas. The whole AA chapter has been doing a lot of planning and testing in the past few months, and while we have a few things that we're still hammering out, a lot of our final plans will culminate when the game is closer to the state it'll be when it launches. I don't think it's any secret that there are many changes that are coming down the pipe, so we'll need to play the game after they come into fruition, see how that shapes the game and economy. And speaking of economy, we've recently had a meeting of those interested in helping to play the economy at launch. And we had a surprisingly large turnout, so stay tuned for the next meeting. Hopefully we'll continue on that vein. The biggest thing we have the ability to work on right now is a land grab plan, and that is what we're working on right now. Most of this has been theory crafted behind closed doors. There have been some preliminary small-scale runs, but we hope to have something concrete prepared to put a serious concerted test on the first beta weekend. Right now we're working on mapping out the areas of interest to our best ability. I'd like to have plots designated, so ideally if we can have sign-up sheets, see if we can get things planned out right down to the point where this person is going to lay down a plot in this spot. And so we'll see if we can get down to that point. So as far as that's concerned, we actually have a foot race event that I'd like to have soon. Soon TM, hopefully a bit better than Valve's soon TM, but basically we'll have a foot race. Everyone would make a level 1 character and get to the goal with a small farm and 1 gold. It would be a lot of fun, help us with our testing, and the more people that come, the better. There'd be probably a boring prize. I'll get you something. But the main purpose for the tests will be to find out the most efficient ways to get gold and see where the bottleneck would be when faced with a lot of people questing in the same spaces. Obviously recommend thinking outside the box and blah blah blah. I feel like I'm taking way too much time.
We'll shorten it up a little bit. Do you want to hand it on to Dodgen for the PvP stuff?
Can I get
Sure.
a birch tree? A birch prize?
A birch tree prize?
Sure.
Yeah, birch tree.
Yeah, that's good with the, of course, the developments and stuff that are going on there. And, of course, for PvP and a captain in Arcage is Dodgen. How you doing?
Hey guys, yep, I'm Dodgen, PvP captain at Arcage. So we've had a lot of fun in PvP so far, and we usually have people out PvPing during primetime hours, regardless of whether we have a scheduled event or not. I'm really pleased with this level of activity, especially with it being out. Always tends to result in less playtime across the board. If anyone has ideas or the interest in having more PvP scheduled events, we would all encourage you to take the initiative and make it happen. It's really easy just to say, hey guys, let's go do something. The most hardcore members are always looking for more PvP, and anyone of any level of membership in this guild is welcome to do this, especially during the testing phase. I believe this is a note from Dridden here that he would like to be very clear that at launch there will be constant PvP events and much more direction in the activity level and state of the testing. The guild is not it's not representative of what things will look like when the game comes out. So right now, what we're doing, we're just getting a feel for things, how they work, PvPing where we can with people's schedules. It's going to be, very similar to other games at launch when Arcade actually comes out. It'll be much more serious and organized, and then and we'll definitely be gunning for PvP dominance and recognition, as with any game. And some last notes I have are we have congratulations in order for our first Arcade commander, Domnus. He's been doing awesome work, and hanging out with a lot of people and delivering fun fights to a lot of people. So, and he's just been a blast to have around. So, congratulations, Dominus.
Yay.
And as far as the scheduled events that are going to be continuing on, we're going to continue with the coordination campaign, and we will be starting to lean more towards a focus on group targeting, multi-group tactics, and generally helping people figure out which builds are a good fit for their playstyle. Alpha is a time to correct unfavorable class choices. There are some classes that people just don't enjoy playing, or roles that they don't enjoy playing, or fill roles that they didn't know they were signing up for, especially in Arcade. Some of the trees don't exactly tell you at first glance what you're actually going to be doing. So the PvP team is currently working with members and helping them design better fits and getting a general idea overall of what roles we have currently and what we will need to fill down the road. So, yep, that's it for PvP.
Awesome. And Pedro for Families and Crafting, short blurb.
Well, first off, I want to congratulate everyone on achieving the first guild, crafting event. We got the first phase done. I'm not going to say what it is because that's a secret.
We planted a seed.
That's as far as we're going. And I wanted to touch over that. Okay, so we're doing so good in crafting that we're going to start talking to the entire guild about forming families. The families are going to help on beta and on release to find who's going to be doing who and who's going to help who with the synergy. Like a metal worker will need a lot of iron, so we need people that are going to be miners to help the metal workers in a family, the weapon crafters. And those that like to use PvP, you can give your farm to, the husbandry people. We have a thread on the forums right now about this. We're going to have a sign-up going up tonight for those that are interested in it. And if you have any questions about crafting, gathering, farming, fishing, you're lost, anything, just come to me and we'll talk about it. Thank you.
Cool. Dridden, you have some names to draw to you for prizes at the moment, or is that later?
I can do that whenever you're comfortable. I didn't see it elsewhere in the document.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, what I'm going to do is I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 23 names here. Some of them are multiples. I set it up so that people who had a lot of contribution points would get their name in more than once. But we've got a few things donated. Rook has donated a galleon, as well as everything needed to make that. So that'll be one thing that we'll be giving away. And Cami has given us a vanity prize, a little horn that you can wear on your head.
It's a unicorn.
And a mailbox. So, what do you think? You want to start big or you want to start small? I guess we'll start small. So, Vixen, can you pick a number between 1 and 23?
21.
Fixed.
Okay. That would be.
I don't know what it is.
All right. So Hailscarth, he'll be getting the horned helmet, the unicorn.
Congrats to Hailscarth. And if you feel unmanly, you can trade it to someone else.
All right, and Pedro, could you pick a number between 1 and 23, please?
Well, considering that 23 is my birthday, then 23.
Okay. So Anturg is going to get the mailbox. So congratulations, Anturg.
Nice.
Congrats.
And B-Wait, why don't you pick a number between 1 and 23?
18.
18.
Lucky number 18.
That would be Day. Day is our galleon winner. Congratulations, Day.
Yay!
That's awesome.
All right.
Well, and thanks for all the effort.
We'll get that all figured out in-game shortly.
Yeah, sounds good. And Vixen.
Hey guys, just want to remind you that we have an upcoming vodcast on the game The Repopulation, And the Repopulation is a sandbox-oriented MMORPG, and it's in alpha testing currently, and it's based on a foreign planet where 3 human factions fight for their very existence. And if you guys haven't seen the overview yet, I'm going to link it for you so you can check it out. Well, I'll put it in
Deleted link.
Just
for you, yeah.
Just me. The vodcast will be on Wednesday, June 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will have a live interview with lead developer / designer / co-owner of the Repopulation, Joshua Halls, and also the associate creative director of Repopulation, Jennifer Chestnut. And then Rook, Vixen, myself, and Johan will be co-hosting the show together. So if you have any questions you'd like to submit ahead of time, please send them to one of us or just ask them during the live show. Also, at the live show, not only will you get to see the full interview with a chance to have all your questions answered, but there's a chance to win some amazing prizes. And thanks to some of our long-term members, including Johan, Akaz, and our fearless leader, Rook, we'll be giving away 4 alpha keys for the Repopulation, which is about a $600 value. This is huge. So be sure to show up on June 25th at 8 p.m., and it's at this page you guys are at right now, our Mostly-Harmless-Gaming Twitch page, and show your support to the guild. It looks like a really fun game, so I hope you guys all show up.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll just bring it over here. Block me out for a second here. So on the home page, you can actually just at the bottom or at the if you click on that link basically for the Repopulation, you do have to go down and write a comment. There are only 3 people entered in the draw now for the $600 in prizes. So put your name down there and what your Twitch name is. That's it. And then you'll be entered in that contest. That means that guild members are going to have a really good chance of winning these prizes, of course. One of the other things we've been working on recently too is just the About Us page, just trying to clarify a few things for people that are getting into the guild. There's been different expectations of what to expect when they're joining Mostly Harmless. Certainly we're mature, not-for-profit, all those kinds of things, nothing mandatory, more about the carrot than the stick, but we're competitive. While we're PvP focused, you still have to do a certain amount of PvE usually to be able to compete in PvP. So we're trying to clarify that, yeah, we're aiming for 50% plus of our play being PvP, but it's going to vary with the game. We train for success. We always have some kind of training going on for our games, and a really nice constructive criticism that way. A lot of critical thinkers. Official game chapters usually have at least 1 event per week or 1 or more training sessions per month, and so on. So the About Us page, this is our first revamp of it. You can take a look. We've tried to clarify that council is now going to be basically kind of lowered down a bit. We're more like the chair of the board type thing. So we're in there with the guild officers, the chapter leads, the PR, the HR team. We've got our chapter captains, of course, the people that are really focused on the individual chapters. And managing a certain part of it like PvP or crafting, team members like Malarkey and stuff that are helping with HR, Dominus as a PvP commander, ICW, Wahi, all those great people that are making the game so more fun for all of us. 1 second here. So, and then just expectations about each of the different levels. So I won't go through all that right now and stuff, but it's just first draft. Certainly send comments to me and stuff if you want certain things to be taken a look at. We've tried to highlight who's in which of the roles so you know who to get a hold of for different things as well. So that is that. Let me just check here. And I think, the other thing I'm excited about is we're going to do an inter-chapter game. Harper and Party have been doing some great Cards Against Humanities games. I was talking to Vixen today, and she's like, let's play APB Reloaded. I said, okay, we're set. So we're going to try APB Reloaded. I have not played it yet. I'm going to try it before the podcast next Wednesday. So a week from Wednesday is the podcast. Right after the podcast, we're just going to keep on hanging out and play a game together. There's also online Pictionary at isketch.net. I've tried that. I'm not sure that it'll work for a party game necessarily. And of course, a lot of us play Smite. I just started that recently. Just something different. you want just some easier games to play that you don't have to invest a ton of time in, but something to enjoy. Boyd mentions here in the thing, I took his color from never mind. And as we've said a couple times already, we're coming up on summer for most of us in the Northern Hemisphere here, so sorry to the people down south, but people are going to be doing some other things with family and going on some trips, and so it is traditionally a time when things will die down just a little bit. I've got my hotels booked for QuakeCon and PAX at the end of the summer, so certainly looking forward to meeting some of the guild members at those events. I think that's about it. Conclusion, we've each had things happen over the years that have helped us to realize that we get out of life what we put into it. In the end, while we're mature, driven, and competitive, this is our hobby that we do to have fun. I want to thank each and every one of you for putting so much into our hobby, organizing and attending events, helping other guild members out at impromptu outings, getting to know people on TeamSpeak, volunteering to help recruit good people into the guild, or to learn as much as possible about a game and then training the rest of us. All these efforts together make our guild into a team that really stands out, and that we have a lot of fun together, so I really appreciate all that work. So without any more to say, this is Rook.
This is Kenny.
Cammy.
Dridden.
Did we mess up the order?
I think so, yeah. Dodging.
Alright, so, okay, let's do it again.
Okay, you want it again for Vixen's tape there?
Let's do it again, guys.
Redo? Okay. This is Rook. You can do it, Wade.
B.
You.
All right, that's it.
We're done.
No,
Yeah. I'm not even gonna say it.
Something battlefield.
Yeah. We'll see you out on the battlefield, guys. Take it easy. I think we said it'd be better if we fucked it up.
That was great.